What is going on, guys? So today we are playing some headquarters on WMD, and I'm using the M14. This gun, it's not really that great, but it's one of those guns where I'm like, I'm bored of using this M16 or FAMAS, so let's pull out the M14 and try to have some fun. It's a 2-hit kill at close range, and its hip firebox is a lot tighter than the FAL's, and I don't know, I like using a red dot on it instead of grip just because I don't like the iron sights for this gun. It's kind of funky. And I just like having dot sights on guns because it just looks a lot cooler. So I'm using a red dot M14, and I'm saying all this while I'm using a FAMAS as well. But I switched back to the M14, and I get a score of 36-1, which is not bad. Anyways, let's talk about my Facebook and Twitter again. For those who don't know, I do have a Facebook and Twitter, which I'm thinking a lot of you saw that in the last commentary that I did, but just in case some of you missed it, I will be putting the link to my Facebook fan page and my Twitter in the description. The main reason for doing that, which I forgot to comment on in the last video, is mainly because of the screwed up YouTube subscription box. I've seen several complaints about how the subscription box is broken, so in order to fix that, if I have every single one of my subscribers on my Twitter and or Facebook, then I can always just post links on those pages to my YouTube videos so you guys don't have to miss them. Like, I don't know, I see a lot of comments saying that videos aren't appearing in the subscription box, so one way to counteract that is to follow me on Twitter or Facebook. So that's all we're going to talk about on that. I do have another topic I want to talk about, and that's basically just topics for commentary. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like it's getting difficult to bring myself to do commentaries, because I'm like, alright, time to do a commentary, let's hop on it. So I pull everything out, and I'm like about to record, I'm like, hold on a second, what am I going to talk about? And that's just me being an indecisive guy. I've talked about this with people I do dual commentaries with, but they're like, okay, topic for dual commentary, go. And I'm like, oh, I have no idea, what do you want to talk about? But I'm just an indecisive person, and I can't make up my mind with things, and I'm a good rambler, I'd say, but you just have to get me something to get the ball rolling, and then I can start rambling on about, like, whatever I want to. But I'm just not good at picking commentary topics, so I don't know, it gets kind of hard for me to do these. So one idea I have is, like, I'm good at second takes, and if I have something to talk about, then I can talk about that for a long time. And it comes with, like, girls also. Like, I don't know if I'm just, like, retarded, but I have problems talking with girls, like, face to face. But if I'm texting them or just messaging them through, like, Facebook or whatever, then I could sound like the sweetest, most awesome guy ever. But if I have to talk to them in person, then I can't, like, formulate my thoughts right away, and it's just a lot more difficult. I don't know. I feel like writing it down or, like, actually giving time to think about stuff, then I can do it a lot easier, and it's a lot, it comes out a lot better that way. But when I try to do things, like, on the spot, like, think of topics, I can't really do that very well. So one thing I have thought of doing, because, like, even when I'm, like, throughout the day, I'm like, hey, that's a good commentary topic to talk about, and then when I get to my computer, I'm like, oh, geez, I have nothing to talk about. So one thing that I'm going to start doing is just whenever I think of a good commentary topic, I'm just going to write that down on my phone throughout the day, because I think of like 4 to 5 things that I could be like, I could talk about that, I could talk about that, I could talk about that, and hopefully at the end of the day we're going to have a lot of lists of things to talk about. So in the future, I'm going to start doing that. I actually did not do that with this video because I forgot. This morning I woke up, I was like, yeah, we're going to do that, and then come right now I'm like, oh, I forgot to do that. Oh well. So that's going to be the future of how I'm going to do my commentaries, because they're probably going to be a little random, and that's fine, but I just can't think of stuff on the spot. So that's enough about that. One thing I do want to talk about, though, is TV. For those who don't know, I've been watching a lot of Netflix and a lot of 24 and Dexter and just a bunch of things on the old Netflix, and I love TV shows. That's my new favorite thing. And I work in a movie theater, for those who don't know, but it's getting actually kind of difficult to watch movies because I've been watching over 80 hours of Jack Bauer, which is the guy from 24, that's his name in the TV show. I've been watching over 80 hours of one character and his character development, and you're still learning new things about him and storyline, all that, 80 hours and stuff, because I'm on like season 4 of 24. And it's just a little funny because they try to like get a character down and storyline and plot and more characters in just like an hour and a half of movie time. And I think that's kind of silly because you can't possibly fit an hour and a half of stuff into 80 hours like they do in TV. I don't know, I just find it kind of a little bit ridiculous. I mean, I'm a huge movie fan. I love movies. That's why I work in a movie theater, and I love everything about movies and just TV shows and entertainment and stuff like that. I just love it all, but lately it's just like, really? This movie, like, you could talk about so many more things, and I don't know, I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling about stuff that should not be a good ramble topic. Let's talk about TV show spoilers. If you want to get on my bad side or just piss me off, the one good thing to do is tell me a good TV show or a good movie spoiler. I don't know how many times I've wanted to punch somebody in the face as hard as I can because he's like, herpaderp, this person dies at the end of this TV show. And even, like, about Dexter. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but someone gave me the biggest spoiler that happens in Season 5 of Dexter, and that was when I was, like, halfway done with Season 1, and I was like, are you kidding me right now? You just destroyed over 60 hours of TV with that one comment, and, man, I wanted to drive my fist into his face so hard. Like, that's just something you don't do. That's like man code. So, if you want to get on my bad side, then please write a comment down below in the comment section about how so and so forth dies and turns evil. Because I've even heard 24 spoilers about so and so happens to so and so, and it's like, really? Why would you tell me that? You have no reason to be being such a douchebag. I don't know. If you guys have problems with spoilers in movies, like, it's just something you don't talk about. You don't even hint. You don't even, like, pretend to give a spoiler, because that, you stay out of TV topics and movie topics about spoilers. Like, the biggest spoiler can be is like, oh, this is a good movie. I'd be like, okay, that's a fine spoiler. But basically, don't ever tell people TV show and movie spoilers, especially movie and TV fanatics like myself, because really that's just a good way to get punched in the face. But I'm sure none of you guys would do that to me because you're all really good people. So let's get off the negativity for a second, and I guess talk about something else. I saw the movie The Dilemma, and I'm actually... Oh no, I already talked about that in my zombie commentary, which that part of the video hasn't been shown yet to you guys, but it will. I'll probably post that shortly after this video, or maybe the next day. I don't know, I'm working a lot this week and weekend at AMC, so I don't really have time for videos. But anyways, that's gonna be the end of the video. 36-1, not a bad game. If you guys liked the video, please give the video a like rating, and I'll give you a hug later. Anyways, I'll see you guys.